I was 9 months pregnant on my birthday when I found I was going to become a single mom, and it was horrible. Oh, so many tears and so much snot face. It's not even kind of funny. And I had a small business that was basically non-existent because I had been the trad wife, stayed home. And all of a sudden I had all of this that I had to do and change and be. And I had no money to grow my business, but I had to have it grow. So I started turning to social media. Being like, okay, this is the only free option, right? So I've got to figure it out. But I didn't want to show up on social media. I didn't even have really a presence and didn't want to be on there as a person. I didn't want to get in front of the camera. That sounded horrible. But I did. I started failing and breaking out in hives and having videos look like this. And I failed my way up to like creating a place where I was, okay, I can get in front of the camera and like not look like a complete buffoon. And I started trying to show up like other people said. And it always felt weird and clunky and draining and like I was pulling teeth. Until one day I got so fed up with the process, so drained, that I just created a post where I was talking about how drained and fed up I was. And then that took off. So I created another post where I just showed up like a real person having real feelings, and that took off. And then that kind of developed into like me thinking through, well, what if I talk to like the people, like I've worked with a lot of people, but not all of them are like my favorites, right? So my favorite clients, and I thought about talking directly to them, creating content that would like connect to them. And my business completely changed. My content completely changed. My following completely changed. And everything took off by those two shifts. Me deciding that instead of showing up like everybody else said, showing up like a whole complete person that has a range of feelings and a range of thoughts and a range of opinions that some people might disagree with, and then addressing my ideal client, my like favorite people that I've worked with that just like make me feel like singing and dancing and just like joy, right? Those two shifts, my world exploded. I create this content now on this channel because I want to help other business owners have that freedom. It doesn't have to be work. It doesn't have to be pain. It doesn't have to be all of this. You can have content that comes to you naturally and it actually hits and lands with your ideal client, that grows your business and makes your life more loving and more full and more joy-filled. But it does take you having to face the fear of showing up like an actual person. It does make it so it's the difficulty of like being vulnerable and being willing to be awkward and clunky and learn along the way. It does mean that you're gonna have to put yourself out there. But that's a beautiful thing, right? Think about the relationships and connections you have that like really matter. You had to show some vulnerability, right? Your business can be that too. And there's this freedom and this bravery to being able to show up fully as yourself. And this, like just in this one aspect, it doesn't just impact your business, it impacts everything in such a beautiful, wonderful way. So today, my challenge to you is try to create a piece of content where you're actually a person today.